Well, tribal came around, and once again, the vote didn't go my way. I had to use my idol, otherwise I would have gone out. But I tried to get rid of Chloe, but it didn't work, and somehow, some way, Aubrey went home. Now, yet again, I don't care, but at the same time, you know, I don't know why Chloe is still here, and I don't know what the heck happened that caused her to still be here. Now that I think about it, yes, I did. Okay, Brittany, what the heck is going on? Well, to put it simply, we knew you were gonna play the idol, and we wanted to, do a backup plan in case if that idol did come up. Why couldn't you just let Chloe go out? Sorry, too much of a risk to still have you be immune, in the sense where you do end up being immune. I might have let Brittany off the hook at the previous vote, but now, not anymore. I don't care if Chloe or Kelly are big threats in terms of physical aspects. I need to think about how I'm going to be able to win the game. And taking out someone like Brittany at this point might be something I need to do. Every single time Charlie thinks he's going to get his way, I'm always like one step ahead of him. And it's going to stay like that. I intend to keep it that way. Just so you know, I did stick with you to take out Aubrey. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Oh, out of curiosity, why did you want her out over Joseph? I mean, Joseph has a lot of social skills, and he could win a lot of jury votes in the end. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but I kind of wanted to get rid of Aubrey because, yes, she was a minor threat, but therefore she wouldn't be targeted over everybody else. So, if we just get rid of that person, we will have a better chance at making it to the end, as everyone is pretty much neck and neck in terms of, a danger. I was still a little bit confused why Brittany wanted to do Aubrey over Joseph, but I won't complain. Gets me further into the game, I won't mind. And, well, it was a perfect way to try and make sure Charlie didn't get his way. Well, that didn't go so well. Yeah, but I guess it could have been worse. I mean, it could have been one of us. Yeah. But you know what's been bugging me? What? It's Aubrey and, Kelly. What about those two? Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious those two didn't vote with us and took out Aubrey. Maybe they knew that an idol play was gonna happen. Yeah, well, still, it kind of seems suspicious, because they could have voted really any of us. I've been playing in the shadows a lot since the merge, and now I finally need to make my opportunity to strike. I know it's pretty late into the game, but I think I've already made enough social connections that now it's time to really start, popping off, as they say. Charlie is just one big threat, but Kelly and Brittany are two big threats. Alright, what's your point? Well, my point is, even when we do vote off Charlie, we'll still have to end up voting off Kelly and Brittany. So, in my opinion, I think we might as well just strike now while the iron's hot. I mean, I guess. Do you have a preference? I would probably go with Kelly, just simply because she's a bit more dangerous in the sense of a physical game. I guess I can see it that way. A lot of people may think I'm like one big sheep to Kelly, and that's where I'm gonna prove them wrong, because, I just don't want to go to the end with Kelly, because if I do, everything she done, I can take credit for, but she mostly will take the entirety of the credit because she's played more outgoing than I have. So, I just gotta get rid of her now. I know she's, my closest ally, but putting her on the jury is in my best interest. Plus, even if I do, I'm pretty sure she'll still vote for me in the end because, she's someone who respects people who play the game. So what do you think of Curtis's plan? It's kinda makes sense. I do agree with him that Kelly and Brittany are dangerous, but I don't think it's smart to keep Charlie around. Yeah, I don't think it's smart either, just because I just don't want to have him be in the game. I get where Curtis is coming from. However, that said, I don't think it's smart to get rid of Brittany and Kelly just yet. I just want to get rid of Charlie right now. do I think I want to make this final 3 deal with me, Joseph, and Curtis? Possibly. But, I mean, it will probably be a very neck-and-neck sort of situation in terms of who played the best game out of all 3 of us, because now Curtis is really starting to want to play the game a lot. And Joseph has, I think a decent amount of jury rep. I mean, he's got Reese, he's got Jay. It's a possibility he ends up getting Aubrey. I mean, I don't know. I've been letting the game kind of pass on for a bit because I think I got a good enough social game to make it to the end, and I do have the J move on my resume. So I feel like just as long as I just make it to the end, I feel like I should be in a good spot to be able to win this game. Welcome to your next immunity challenge. For your challenge, you'll be asked a series of questions, and you'll be answering true or false. Get it correct, you stay in the game, but get it wrong, you're out of the game. The person who answers all true or false questions correctly will win immunity, safe from the vote, loser's tribal council. Someone will be the 11th person voted out and the 5th member of our jury. However, this will work out differently. Similar to Season 3, after today's immunity challenge, you'll go straight to tribal council. You will not head back to camp. You will instead head out to tribal council. Make sense? Yeah? Alright, great. So without further ado, let's begin this challenge with the first question. Alright, for your first question, true or false? Polynesia is consisted of just under 1,000 islands. True or false? Go to your answer. Everyone goes to false. Yeah, we started out with a pretty easy question. It's false. There are over 1,000 islands in Polynesia, which makes sense since Polynesia roughly translates to many islands. Look it up. For your second question, Tonga is referred to as the heart and soul of Polynesia due to it being the biggest Polynesian island. Go to your answer. Whoa, we're split already. So by the looks of it, Kelly, Chloe, and Curtis answer true, while Charlie, Brittany, and Joseph answer false. The correct answer is false. Tahiti is actually referred to as the heart and soul of the Polynesian islands, well, of the South Pacific, because it is the biggest of the Polynesian islands. Tonga isn't, which means Kelly, Chloe, and Curtis are wrong, and they are out of this challenge. Alright, your next question is, true or false? The French Polynesian region of the Polynesian Islands have an estimated total of 300,000. So, go to your answer. Looks like we're split. Joseph says true, and Charlie and Brittany for a third time say false. The correct answer is false, yet again. I know, 3 times in a row for false. It's estimated around 281,000. So Joseph is out. Next question, true or false? There are at least a total of 6 different Polynesian countries that are considered independent. Brittany and Charlie both say true, which means they are both correct, as there are 6 total countries that are independent. Alright, here is your next question. True or false? There is no definitive national animal of French Polynesia. Ooh, split. Brittany says true, Charlie says false. Someone is about to win. The correct answer is true. There is no official national animal, meaning Charlie is out, and that also means Brittany has won immunity and is safe from the vote. Congratulations, Brittany, on winning immunity. You're safe from the vote. Everyone else, you have a chance of being voted out. I would say head back to camp, but you guys aren't going back to camp. You guys are going straight to tribal council. So, I'll see you tonight. I feel so grateful I won because that means, I'm probably not going to get blindsided in case if there is a potential blindside plan. So I'm feeling good. I'm really annoyed because we're going to tribal council straight away, and I don't even get a chance to really plead myself and really be able to save myself. I don't have an idol with me, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Before we begin, let's bring in the members of our jury. Kim, Reese, Jay, and Aubrey voted out the last tribal council. So, Brittany, you are safe for tonight going into the final 5. So, how are you feeling? Well, I'm feeling great, Jeff, especially since, regarding the circumstances of the challenge and how we were going straight to tribal, I definitely needed to make sure I had to put in extra work to win this. So, Curtis, how do you feel about this twist of going straight to tribal without getting a chance to talk at camp? Well, Jeff, it's definitely a big turn of events, we don't get a chance to really talk at camp, and it definitely is gonna cause a lot more complications with the vote. So, Kelly, how important is communication? Well, it's obviously really important, Jeff. You gotta make sure you talk with the right people, you deliver the message, and for tonight, it's gonna be a bit more complicated. Alright, with that said, anyone else got anything to say? Well, I think we need to have some ounce of discussion, Jeff. I mean, we kind of need to. Alright, well, with that said, I'll give you some time to think about the vote. Alright, Curtis, Joseph, can I talk with you two? Sure, yeah. So guys, are we going to be doing Kelly, or should we just go back to doing Charlie? No. I think we still have to do Kelly. Sure, Charlie is kind of frustrating to deal with, but I feel like we have a chance to get rid of Kelly, and we might as well take this opportunity to take her out while we can. Yeah, but we could also take out Charlie while we can. Yeah, it's a lot to think about, but I feel like we need to put a move on our resume, and voting off Kelly might be just that. Well, those three are talking a lot. Yeah, I do notice that. So what do we do? Well, I feel like, we might have to go to rocks, we might have to tie a vote, we might have to scare one of them to jumping over to this side. So what, you're fine with voting with us? Oh yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything, so I'm cool with this. Alright then. Girl, I don't trust him one bit. Yeah, neither do I, but I mean, what other things can we do? I mean, you could play the idol. Yeah, but, I mean, what if they're not voting for me? Look, dude, we are willing to spare you, but you got to do Kelly tonight. Really? Yes. I mean, Kelly is a physical threat, and she's got good social rep. Alright, I'll think about it. Joseph, why did you tell Charlie? Well, because there's a possibility, he could flip. I mean, if we don't get him on our side, then it's a tie vote, and I don't want to go to rocks. They said they're doing you. Oh, well, that's a bit of a shock. What are you gonna do with the idol? I don't know. Hey, because Charlie told me that they're voting for me. He could be telling the truth, but at the same time, he could still end up voting for me. Yeah, I know. Alright, are all you good? Yeah, Jeff, we're ready. Alright, with that said, it's time to vote. Charlie, you're up. Kelly, I apologize, but I'm just trying to play the game. I'll go tally the votes. Alright, I have the votes. Now if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now be the time to do so. Yeah, Jeff, I'll play it. I'm going to be playing this idol for Kelly tonight. Alright, thank you. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Kelly will not count. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote. Kelly does not count. Next vote. Kelly does not count. Kelly does not count. That's 3 votes Kelly, none of them count, no votes anybody. 3 votes left. Kelly does not count. 5th vote. Curtis. That's 1 vote for Curtis, 1 vote left. The final vote. 11th person voted out and the 5th member of our jury. Curtis. Curtis, that's 2 votes. That's enough for tonight. You need to bring me your torch. Curtis, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. And just like that, we're down to the final 5. You have 2 more challenges left. 3 of you make it to the end, while the other 2 join the jury. Got nothing else for you guys? Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. Yeah, this just sucks. Right when I want to finally make something happen, I get taken out. Isn't that very ironic? Ugh, I should have made something happen earlier than this. I guess I got caught. The idle play screwed everything up. Yeah. Kelly and Brittany just played better games than I did. I gave it my best shot, swung for the fence, but alas, here I am. Every single time we go to Tribal Council, things don't go my way. This is the 3rd time in a row. And every single time things didn't go my way was because of Brittany. Why did you just have to let Charlie in on our group? Because it was the only way to get a majority. Besides, he voted with us after all, so we should be fine. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to go to the end with Charlie. I don't really care if Charlie has bad social rep. If I just put his ass on the jury the next time we go to Tribal, everyone will see it was me who did it, and I should earn some respect for getting rid of someone like Charlie. As the days keep passing by, I notice just how much of a pain Chloe is being. You know, she's already this big physical threat, but she has to know that if anything else goes wrong, then we're both going to be sent out of the game. She cannot mess things up. I don't care if she's really mad at me. Besides, it was logical for us to bring Charlie in to guarantee that a tie wouldn't happen and to guarantee that we would probably have the numbers. And with him, we still do have the numbers. You're still with me and Chloe, right? Yeah, of course. I mean, I want Brittany gone as much as both of you do. Great. Just so you know, Chloe is not really thrilled of what happened. Yeah, well, I don't care if she is or not. I mean, if she just goes to the end with Brittany and Kelly, I mean, she loses the game just like that, because Brittany has done way more than she has. And Kelly? And I think Kelly might have a better social game than, Chloe. Well, thanks for using the idol on me. Of course. I would have gone out last night, and I kind of knew I probably would have because I don't trust Charlie. I don't really trust anyone on the other side. I do trust Brittany. She saved me with the idol. I should have a pretty good path to the end. We just need to see how the next challenge goes and just go from there. Alrighty then. I want to keep immunity as long as I can, so if that means I have to win the last 2 challenges in order to make it to the end, then I'm probably going to have to do that. But if I don't, I still think I got a few more tricks up my sleeve. Welcome to your next immunity challenge. For your challenge, you'll be standing on a platform, and you'll be trying to balance a statue above your head. If you either fall into the water or drop your statue, you're out of this challenge. The last person standing with their statue still there wins immunity, guaranteed a spot in the final 4. The rest of you have a chance of being voted out and becoming the 12th person out of this game and the 6th member of our jury. All of you are ready. This challenge is on. All of you have been standing there for 5 minutes. Keep it up. 10 minutes go by. Nothing. 15 minutes have gone by, and everyone still remains in this challenge. 10 minutes later, still nothing. It's been a half hour. Everyone's still in this challenge. Oh, someone fell. Oh, Joseph has fallen. He is the first one out of this challenge. 40 minutes have gone by. At the 45-minute mark, things are going to change to make this challenge end faster. 45 minutes. Everyone else remaining in the challenge, still staying strong. Now, you four must transition and take 1 foot off of the platform. Kelly and Charlie swiftly making their transition. Kelly's statue moving a little. Meanwhile, Chloe and Brittany getting cold feet. They have 20 more seconds left to make the transition. Otherwise, they're out of this challenge. Kelly repositions herself. Chloe makes the transition. Brittany still hasn't yet. Brittany makes the transition. Oh, she wobbled a little bit and dropped her statue. Brittany's the second one out, and we're down to 3. Remaining in this challenge, we have Kelly, Charlie, and Chloe fighting it out for immunity. These 3 have been battling it out for immunity for a while. Kelly and Chloe made a strategy to beat out Charlie in a previous challenge. They can't do a similar thing here. Kelly's starting to lose a bit of her balance. Ooh, and Kelly drops her statue. We are down to Charlie and Chloe, fighting it out for immunity. It's a tight battle between these two, but only one will come out victorious. It all comes down to this. Ooh, and Chloe drops her statue, which means Charlie has won immunity and is safe from the vote. Congratulations, Charlie, on winning immunity yet again. You're safe from the vote. Everyone else, you have a chance of being voted off and becoming the 6th member of our jury. Won't be you. Anyways, got nothing else for you guys. Grab your stuff and head back to camp. See you guys tonight. Finally, something goes right for me. I win immunity when I feel like I needed it the most. And now with me immune going into the Final 4, I'm feeling rather confident. Today's challenge proved why we should have voted Charlie out last round. Guy can't stop winning immunities when he needs it the most. It's just so annoying. Well, I guess the other 2 didn't win immunity. Yeah. So, we just voting for one of them? Yeah. I want to take out Brittany. She has basically started playing the game a lot. Like, since the Reese vote, she has managed to make a big move and be a contributing of the big move every vote since the Reese vote. Like the Reese vote, the Jay vote, the Aubrey vote, the Curtis vote. She has had an aid in doing those moves, and she needs to go. Alright then. Yeah, sure. The plan is to do Brittany. I'm fine with that because Brittany is a big threat, and it's just her time to go. Of course Charlie had to win immunity. Yeah, worst possible scenario. What do we do now? Well, we can go out and look for the idol, but this is like the last night we can, so we gotta get looking. Yeah. It kinda irritates me that Charlie won immunity again. You know, we could have taken him out in the last vote over Curtis, but we chose not to. Frankly, I'm starting to think that that was a mistake. Because now I'm thinking I'm kind of forced to bring him to the end now. Because, I mean, I want to go to the end with Brittany. I mean, part of me doesn't want to, but I kind of have to. Otherwise, I'm kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place. So we gotta try and find the idol. But if we can't find it, then I don't know what we're gonna do. Did you find anything? No, nothing. Damn, where could this be? Anything over there? No. Hey, Brittany? Oh, Chloe, you scared me. Yeah, can we talk? Yeah, sure. Should I get, Kelly here? Yeah. Alright, Kelly, can you come back over here? Alright then, what is it? Oh, Chloe. Hey, girls. Well, what do you want to talk to us about? Well, I was thinking about what you two were thinking about the vote. Well, I mean, we don't know yet. However, with Charlie immune and you being here, that means our only option is probably to get rid of Joseph. Yeah. Alright, well, if you are willing to vote Joseph, can we at least, like, plead to you why you should take out Joseph over, say, one of us? Alright, go ahead. Alright, well, Joseph, sure, he might not be the most strategic player, but he has a lot of social rep, and I can't think of one person who genuinely hates Joseph. I guess when you look at it like that, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, because Joseph is, I mean, he might not be the strongest, he might not be the most strategic, but in a game like Survivor, those two aspects might not matter in the end compared to a social game. And Joseph has played a better social game than really any of us. I mean, I can see that. God, I don't know what to do right now. Because those girls are right. Joseph does have a lot of social connections on the jury. But that said, is he really a bigger threat than those two? Against Kelly, no. He's a much bigger threat than Kelly. I don't think she has as much social connections as Joseph does. Brittany. Now, that's kind of tricky to determine, because I don't really know how the jury feels about Brittany. And if I vote off Joseph, then the people who end up voting for Joseph in the end would have ended up voting for Brittany if I don't play my cards right. This is a lot to take in, because between Joseph and Brittany is a way bigger threat. But who do I think I can beat in the end? Do I think I can beat Brittany, who's been a very dominant player, but not the best with social game? Or beat Joseph, who hasn't been the best strategic-wise, but has been dominant socially? I have no clue. Huh, Chloe's been talking to the girls. Yeah, that must mean she might be planning to take you out, because there's no other options. Oh god, I hope she doesn't flip. Yeah, I don't really want to see you go right now either. The last 3 votes, Brittany has gotten her way every single time. My question is, am I willing to just let her get her way tonight? Because she might as well just get her way for now? And just try and see maybe if I can pick apart the brains of Kelly and Chloe to get rid of Brittany? Or do I just continue working with Joseph to ensure I get his vote in the end? Because if I end up voting off Joseph, he might not leave the game pretty calmly. He might leave pretty bitterly at me, and I need the votes I can get. I have a very strong feeling Chloe is talking with Brittany and Kelly to possibly eliminate me, because there's no other options. And if that's the case, then I don't know what I do. I mean, there's no time to switch the vote back to her now, because I don't know how Brittany and Kelly would take it. I mean, they'll be put in more of a swing vote position more so than how they are right now, because, well, you know, I don't trust them either with possible information and a possible vote. So I just gotta go full in, just take out Brittany, and hope that nothing funny is gonna happen tonight. Before we begin, we'll bring in the members of our jury: Kim, Reese, Jay, Aubrey, and Curtis. Voted out the last tribal council. So, Charlie, you won another immunity challenge. How does it feel going into the Final Four knowing you have one last challenge left? Well, it's definitely nerve-wracking, Jeff. It's scary, but I'm feeling very confident going into the Final Four because I think I might have a chance. So, Chloe, you came so close to winning this. Do you think that this was a win you really needed? Not necessarily, but it probably would have been, good for me to have immunity. How are you feeling, Joseph? You were out earlier than anyone else in the challenge. Well, when we're getting down to the last bits of the game, we're not even looking at, like, weaker players. We're looking at, you know, dangerous competition, but I still could be viewed as dangerous competition. Is that same going with you, Brittany? Of course, because we're at the final stages of the game, and you gotta think about who you want to be up against in the end and who you don't. Alright, with that said, it's time to vote. Brittany, you'll start us off. I hope you go home tonight. You've pulled off a lot of big moves, you played well, but I hope it's your time to go. We're kind of grasping at straws at this point, but to be fair, you are a social player. I'll go tally the votes. Alright, I have the votes. Now if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now is the last night you can do so. No? Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Brittany. Next vote, Joseph. It's 1 vote Brittany, 1 vote Joseph. Third vote, Brittany. That's 2 votes Brittany, 1 vote Joseph. Fourth vote, Joseph. We're tied. 2 votes Brittany, 2 votes Joseph, 1 vote left. The final vote. And the 12th person voted out in the 6th member of our jury, Joseph. Joseph, that's 3 votes. That's enough for tonight. You need to bring me your torch. Joseph, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. 35 days ago, we started with 16. You 4 make up the final 4. In the next 2 days, you will face off in your final immunity challenge. Give it your all. So, grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. When you leave this game knowing that Charlie was the only ally you had at that vote, you know you've done something very wrong. I gave it my best shot, it just didn't pay off. Chloe just didn't want to work with me, and I just don't understand why. I was playing well, I thought I had a chance to win it, but in the end, I get cut up right here, right now, and it's definitely a painful way to go.